Hi, it's Sean. In this video, I'm going to cover two of the questions that you sent me. One is about loneliness and one is about happiness. And hopefully by sharing this, it's going to, relate to you and hopefully help you in some way. Now, today I received an email from a girl who I'm keeping her name out of this. And she sent me a very beautiful message, and she was sharing how one of the videos that I shared about drugs had inspired her. She had let go of her druggy friends, and she was doing MDMA and a bunch of other stuff, and she was feeling drawn to that life. You know what I mean, right? Like it just takes over you, and it makes you feel like you need that to have fun, and all your friends are doing drugs, and just your life is yuck, right? You know what I'm talking about? So she basically is cutting everybody out, and now she's all alone. She doesn't have anyone to hang out with. She feels alone, and she says, I cannot do alone. I cannot do alone. And funny enough, I have another friend, and she is from Vietnam. I met her on my travels in Asia, and she, same day, she messages me, and she also tells me a very similar story, that she's feeling alone, and just this feeling of loneliness. Now, her situation was a little different because she was in love with this other guy and blah, blah, but basically the same feeling. Like, you feel that feeling of like yearning for love, yearning to be with someone, but not having anyone around. Even just a friend to talk to. You may not want to just, hump all day, or you just want to have someone to just connect to, and you don't have that. And for a long time, I felt like that. I felt like I would look at myself, and I'm like, I'm not a bad-looking guy. I look good. I have, a good business, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing everything good, but I'm still alone. What's going on, right? And it just didn't make sense. But later on, I discovered it was my own choice, first of all. But more importantly, just like every season in life, I realized that was the most amazing time of my life. The biggest gift of my life. Now, I know what I'm saying right now to your monkey mind doesn't appeal very much. Like, it's like, yuck, Sean, tell me something else. Tell me something inspiring. But the truth is, there are different phases in life. There is like the summer, there's the spring, there is the winter, all these different seasons, and they all have a purpose. And I know it doesn't make sense to you right now because you're in pain and you want to have someone, and you're like, no, I don't accept this. But let me tell you, if it wasn't for those lonely days, if it wasn't for all that, not having anyone around, how the hell else would I want to learn about meditation? How else would I want to learn how to think positive, how to be grateful, how to work on my body, how to leave a 9-to-5 job, how to do all that without having that pain to kind of push me out of my comfort zone, right? Remember, a kite flies against the wind, correct? It's like when we go to the gym, what are we doing? We're resisting against resistance. So the pain you're feeling right now, you could think about it two ways. You could have it as destroying you, but with the right attitude, you can actually say, you know what? I'm in pain, but you know what, God? Do whatever you want to do for me. Make me stronger. Okay? And just with that attitude, and the attitude that, you know what? Teach me. What is it I can learn? Become very curious. Use the pain to create rituals in your life to change it. I received an email today from another person that is in my list, and he's like, Sean, I don't understand. How can you be so happy always, right? So I'm so happy to hear that, because I am not one of those guys like a gurus who's we're born in a rich family and is been given everything on a silver platter. It's not like that at all, okay? I remember vividly a time where I was holding a bunch of pills in my hand. I was trying to figure out how many I need to take to die, all right? And I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to kill myself so it doesn't hurt my mom or hurt my dad as much. This is the point I was just a few years ago, and I was this close to death. And I'm here standing right now, and I'm telling you that, after 5 years of taking Prozac and a bunch of other crap that I can't even pronounce their names, I realized that there was nothing wrong with me, and all I needed to do was to get up in the morning and just say thanks. That's it. I know it sounds crazy. Have you tried it? You say, yes, I have, but have you done it 7 days in a row? Probably not. I challenge you, probably not. You get up 7 days in a row, you go for a 30-minute run, and you say thanks to what you do have, and I guarantee you're going to be a different person. But you don't do it. Why? Because we're so stuck in our comfort zone. So I say to you, if you're in pain right now, I congratulate you. The pain you're feeling right now is your motivation to get out of your comfort zone. right? So the reason I'm actually competing is because I was in pain too. I was feeling kind of, my life was kind of staggered and I wasn't growing. As you notice, I wasn't creating a lot of videos. And my friend, thanks to my friend Stefan and Matthew, they came to me like, Sean, why don't you compete? Why don't we all compete? And I was like, let's just compete, right? And all of a sudden, my life is now on a different level because now I'm committed to something that's inspiring me, right? So I suggest to you right now, if you're feeling lonely, pain, etc., use this pain to inspire you to do something every single day, right? So the only difference between is somebody who feels amazing every day and somebody who feels like crap, the only difference is how they're thinking every day. Right? So the person who thinks like crap is focused on the problem, lack, how everything is expensive, how government is screwing them over, and how the neighbor is ugly. And the person who's successful is thinking about what they do want and how they are the creator of their life and how life is good and how every day there's a beautiful new chubby babies are being born. That's the only difference. So how do we go from being miserable to being the positive, optimistic type? Well, it happens, first of all, you need an inspiration. So you see someone, hopefully this video, or you meet someone, like I did, like I met someone and, different videos and coaches and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, this guy has what I want. This guy is happy and I want to be like that. That's the first step, you get inspired. Second, you start to see it could be possible for you. You're not sure, you're like, I don't know if I can do that, but maybe it's possible, right? And you start doing something different every single day. Right? So you start changing your behavior. You get up a little bit earlier. You turn off the Facebook a little bit earlier. You start meditating a few minutes here and there, just a few minutes, not too long. You start doing a little bit of more cardio. You start eating a little more clean. And bit by bit, you start having, like your life gets better. And success, like I heard this from whoever, success is a series of small wins. Right? So you may be meditating already and it feels like nothing is happening. You may be doing exercise, it feels like nothing is happening. But actually a lot is happening. Only if you stick to it long enough. But it's very difficult to do something on your own, especially if you don't have a support group. If you have the people who are around you are negative and they're living in misery and yuckness, you're gonna be like that. If you go to a room that everybody's smoking, you're gonna stink like cigarette. Right? So if you want to change, the fastest thing to do is to get rid of your negative people and also surround yourself with people who are supportive. So hopefully you are surrounding yourself, with people who are supporting. And if you're not, all you got to do is to cut the people who are negative and start attracting to yourself by setting the intention out, and everything will be done for you. You don't have to figure everything out. So I know I just did a little bit of firework. I just shared a bunch of stuff there. And I didn't have a script for this call, and hopefully I didn't confuse you. But I finished with this. Sometimes in life, we don't know exactly how we're going to go from A to B, okay? When I was having all this depression, anxiety, loneliness, all that crap going on in my life, I didn't know how I'm going to get to where I am right now. I had no idea. I didn't know the steps. All I knew was the next step. All I knew is the next step. So I give you the next step that I suggest. If you're feeling down, depressed, lonely, whatever, if you're feeling yuck, okay, I give you a suggestion, and that is take the next step. And you know what's the next step for you. The next step for you could be, hey, I'm going to start meditating 10 minutes a day. I'm going to learn how to meditate. I'm going to close my eyes, do some deep breathing. Or I'm going to do, a little bit of cardio every morning. I'm going to learn how to be grateful, okay? How to be grateful. I'm going to complain a little bit less. I'm going to help someone out. And just kind of like that. You know what the next step is for you. But do it every single day as much as you can, because unless you change something and you do it every day, nothing is going to change. And that's the most important thing. So I hope you got this video valuable. If you have questions and if you're feeling pain, whatever challenges that you want me to share it on camera to answer you, I love to do it. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel right over here or here, one of the places. And also, make sure if you found this video inspiring, useful, please share it with people, because I love to share the message of hope, love with others and all the good stuff. So thank you so much. By the way, last point, if you are not on my other channels, I have two other channels. One is about fitness, one is about addiction. So if you're having, if you're inspired to get in shape, click the link below and check out my other channels, because I have a bunch of other videos that I have on other channels. So this channel is particularly about loneliness and about like inspired stuff, right? The other ones are more particular. So I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your comments, messages, posts. They're really inspiring me. I mean, today I woke up, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but today I woke up and I just checked my email and I have all these beautiful messages from amazing people. You know, it feels really good. It feels good to be connecting with people. So I'm right there with you. I'm reading your messages, and please continue with your messages and sharing. Thank you so much. Have a great day.